Okay, so someone's trying to get here, and I'm trying to let them know that I can't. Okay, you can hear me now? Okay, great. So it must be my mic not working. So we'll just move it on. Okay, so let's go, keep going, and I apologize. What we're doing is, so those were my Cowgirl, excuse me, those were my colors for the Astro Pop. And what we decided, we had a good folks on the phone, and we decided we're going to do a few more. We're going to do some more of the knitting or stitching together. So that was really, we had a good time. We talked about a lot of projects were happening. We even had someone else show us another way to do it in the round, which you wouldn't have waste any yarn and just have a few little pieces at the end. So I think that's awesome. So we're gonna, I'm gonna share that, try to film that, but I want to do it and see what happens. And I have another sweater I want to get ready, so I'll do that new way there for you. Anyway, moving on. My son's birthday was Sunday, so we celebrated his 29th birthday, and that was a lot of fun. I just can't believe he's 29, and kind of aged me a little bit, but had a great time. These kids today, I wish they would choose a much cheaper places to go to, but he always takes care of me, so I'm all right with that. But we had a great time, and so those were kind of things that were going on. Now I've gotten a lot of yarn in, but what I can show you today is going to be something I found at H&H, something that I thought was just adorable, and something that I thought you guys would love to see, something new. I haven't seen it around in any places I go to or follow. So I'm excited about that. Now, I did also get Queen City's Latta in, which I have not unboxed. I peeked at the colors, but that's it. And I love them. So Latta is the non-superwash 100% wool that is right now being used for Casey Knits new shawl that I think debuted today, if not yesterday. It was between the two of them. So I've got mine on my needles now. And so you pick 3 colors. So it's called the Bloomridge shawl and cow, I think. So you can pick those any 3 colors that you want to work with. And so they'll be on my website later today. Like I said, they came in. I haven't had a chance to get them on there, but that will. And there's some pretty colors. Let's see what else is going on. And like I said, Cowgirl Blues is the new dyer that I brought in and met at H&H. And her name is Bridget. And she is from Cape Town, South Africa. So they arrived, and we had picked out a few colors, but I saw a shawl in her booth that I thought was just wonderful. So we picked out a few colors, but then I did some more using them online. So she sent me the kits, and so I've got to share them with you. First of all, this is going to be a kit that includes the pattern, the wonderful project bag, and then the yarn. And so this is the shawl we're talking about. It's called Sideways Shawl, and it is by Bridget. And isn't it beautiful? I mean, it's so lightweight and colorful, but yet, of course, I have these colors, but I also picked out a few more. So this is going to be under the kit section. It's already there, and it's called Sideways Shawl. So it is an easy pattern, but it's in garter stitch. So the yarn does a lot of the work, okay? It does some stripes, some color blocks, some marling. So it's really, really pretty. So let me show you the colors so you can see. Well, first of all, I got to show, these are the colors. This is your project bag. Look at that. It's a piece of art. So this comes with your kit. But look at that. I mean, they put these together, and in most cases, this mimics the yarn colors inside. But we had a little bit of a change. So the ones that I'm calling Angie's Picks are a little bit different on the front. But so this is a work of art. This is a stitch bag, project bag you'll want to keep, and that is part of the kit. So you'll get the pattern, this bag, and then these are the yarns that are for this particular shawl that's on the front of, I hope I can hold them. And they already come wound, guys. So let's show. So these are the 4 colors. And they're 50-gram balls. And don't go and have a conniption fit when I tell you that's lace weight. But in our heat, this is going to be perfect. And you're using, like I said, and there one goes flies over there. As long as Maisie's not around, we're okay. So, but like I said, the lightweight of the shawl, how beautiful it is. And she tells you she uses most of the yarn, but it's garter stitch and using stripes and so forth. So here's the other one. We were going with some purple and blues, but there was just something that wasn't sitting with me right. So we ended up changing those colors to be the following. So I've got a pink, another type of pink, although you could say that's almost purple, but it is considered pink. But aren't those pretty? This is called Angie's Picks. So you'll see online there's Angie's Picks and then there's Bridget's Picks. And Bridget's is the one you just saw, and it has the gold, Carew gold on there. Now, do I have others? Yes, I do. Hold on. So this one, that's Bridget's. Oh my goodness. Okay. I thought I had another one. So this is the other one. It's a blues. And actually there's one more, but apparently I didn't bring that with me for some reason. Unless, yes, I did. I got it. So this is this color. So we got one shade of blue, another shade of blue, and another shade, 2 other shades of blue. Isn't that pretty? So let's see if I can make this happen appropriately. Aren't those pretty? So that will be gorgeous in that shawl. In fact, I've already seen this one made up at H&H, and it is beautiful. I saw both of those, first one and this one made up. And then we came up with another color that is a more, I say muted, but I'm calling it softly spoken on the thing because it is still gorgeous but soft colors. So let's see, we've got faded rose. Then we have a sage color. And then we have a faded orchid blush. And then silver fox. Now I love that they already come wound, and we need to thank Bridget and her team greatly because the ones I bought at H&H for me to make my sample, which I will be casting on very, very soon, did come wound like this. And I did make a mess. So it was my fault. I didn't know exactly how they worked. But, so this is the last color. So we have 4 different. I think they're gorgeous. They're going to fly off the shelves. I know it. And therefore, I'm going to be placing another order. And I've already seen a lot of other things I want to do. But I thought this would be a great way to kick off utilizing them for the first time. They specialize in mohair and wool. So that's kind of in most, and they have different weights, but a lot of it was shown in those colors and different. And they've got about 20 colors, I think. So we did good with the colors we picked out. So those are on the website, and they're called Sideways Shawls. And you need to get out there and get those because I don't have a whole lot. I think I got 30 kits total. So hope you get out there and share it and get it done. And I'm going to post some of them and make a post with them later. I showed this back a couple of weeks ago, I think, or maybe it was last week, but I didn't have it hanging. And this is the Laura Blair did this sample for me, and it's called Summer Saunter. And in the pattern, it is using a cotton wool, so it drapes really well. But I love this. I think it's a nice, simple pattern. This is the folded hem at the bottom, folded hem on the cuff. But this could go transition easily from in this yarn from fall. I think you could wear it, fall to winter to spring. It's really nice. And this yarn is from our friends at Swan City, and it's called Land of Sweets, and it's their DK base. Now, I don't have this. I'm out of this. I'm putting an order in with Carolyn probably today or tomorrow. So hang on tight. It'll be back in stock. But she used 4 skeins of this yarn, 3.86, and this particular is a 48-inch bust. So if you make less, then you can kind of see what you need. But 4 skeins is a good number. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you on that piece of it. Let's see what else is going on. So I've shown you giving you my update on I'm looking forward to Astro Pop. These colors are awesome. So I'll get them wound up and be ready to cast on the 4th. And we'll see how much longer. And then 2 weeks from the 4th, I think we'll do another stitch night, and I'll put that out there. We'll share where everybody's at, and or anyone can come on and talk about what they're knitting. So that's the whole point, or crocheting, obviously. Anxious to see these hats that we've sold and how they come out because they are really so cute. So what's going on next? I am just sitting here in the coolness, like I said, cleaning up, getting inventory straight. So I'm around if you're interested in doing any type of appointment where we go look in Purl, because Purl is sitting outside on an RV ramp that was built by the previous owners, and there's electricity right over there. So she's plugged in. All I have to do is turn that air on. It's not too hot, it's shaded a little bit, and then she's going to be perfect. I even had my friend over, I guess Sunday or Saturday, and I had it ready for her, and it was nice and comfortable in there while she looked around. Oh, tea time. We didn't talk about tea. So one of my knitters out in, actually, I might have talked about her, but she's used to be my son's pediatrician. Robin. We went to do her class at Stitched, which was making cards, Stampin' Up. I like to make cards, but I don't like to sit here and do it. I want to be around people, and I'm more apt to do a fancy, pretty card if someone's showing me the ropes. If I sit here, I'm just going to make really dull, plain ones. So I've already used one. So I came home with 3 new cards. And like I said, Robin, I met her a few years ago visiting Purl, and then found out and recalled that she was my son's pediatrician. Well, she ended up being the pediatrician for my friend's children as well. So, small world. And, but she's a tea lover as well. And that really, we were talking all kinds of things. But she ended up, she had not made iced tea before. And she made some iced tea. I'm not sure what she used, but she told me and she liked it. So that was pretty cool. And using loose leaf, obviously, for iced tea is fun. And we have a great time. But I made fog cutter, which is like 5 black teas, and I showed you that last week. But this one is called Porch Sippin Pecan Blend. Oh, did I say pecan? I'm not from the north. Pecan just comes out, but Pecan Blend, and it's from Plum Deluxe, and it's black tea, cinnamon chips, and then it says natural flavors, safflower, of course, pecan. But it has I've seen something else show a little bit more, but the main things are black tea, cinnamon chips, and the essence of pecan and some pecan bits. So it is so good. It is so good. So you could easily make an iced tea. Well, I did. And then I didn't put any cream in that. You know how you have chai, but cold chop, you could put a little cream in there, and it makes it really nice. I usually drink this hot with cream. So, like I said, I'm off of Plum Deluxe and Harney and Sons. These are my 2 go-tos. So I'm always looking for new ones, absolutely. But these are the ones I've tried and I really, really like. So give that a try. That's what I have in my glass or my cup right now, and it's so good. And I still drink my hot tea at night sometimes. It's just something I want, and I don't care if it's 90 degrees outside. I got the air on in here, and I certainly have the air on as I look at my electric bill coming in today. But I got these babies, these big furry babies that need to be taken care of. And they're being so good, but I got a new machine coming because I'm tired of seeing hair floating around. It's hilarious. But I found one of those grooming machines. I'm not about to groom them. I just want to, when I brush, the hair sucks up into that vacuum. So we'll see if they will tolerate it. They love me to brush them, so I'm going to try to trick and share the new brush and try to hide the thing that makes noise. But we'll see. I'm hoping it'll work because this shedding season is killing me. And for those of you who don't know, I have a Great Pyrenees and a Australian Shepherd. So I've got a black and white. So I got gray fur bunnies running around here, that I constantly am picking up. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. Sorry. You come into my house, you might come the day I didn't pick up, but it's the way it is. But usually it's just white fur. But this year, Keisha's really doing it out. So I'm so worried about people not hearing me. And I guess I'll go out and listen to the different platforms afterwards. This has happened before. So, but I did using the same thing I used last time. So I just don't understand what the deal is. So, and what I have on my needles, I'd love to know what everybody else has on their needles. But this is that Campus Vest. And isn't it gorgeous? Don't you think it'll look good? I think it'll look so good on me. So this is Campus Vest. And this is the one I did the swatch and determined that I was going to, so I did some math, and I'm making a different size because I didn't want to change the feel of my swatch. I liked it. So, oh, and the last thing that I really had planned today was and I'm going to post this separately because I want to do a shout out to my friend Crystal. But you know I love her maker's boxes. And this is the maker's box that came in the mail today. And this is the summer box. So I found out she still has fall, which is a big box, and it's her favorite time of the year, and I recall that being a beautiful box, and the holiday box. So if you haven't had one before, I certainly encourage it. This is a little bit of a smaller box, which is nice, but let me share a few things that are in here so that you'll know. Okay, it's been fine on Insta since. All right, okay, great. Thanks, Katrin. You've been my sound check. This is and I'm in love with the smell of this. Can you see? Am I? Bergamot lime. Why do you think I like this one, guys? Smells like I am a tea I'd like. Anyway, Earl Grey. But this is from a maker it's a coconut milk salt. It's from a maker, Sea Lavender Botanicals. It's handcrafted, and they are in New Jersey. So this is really nice. Then we have a little bookmarker, a macrame bookmarker, and I will tell you who that is in just 2 seconds. I say that, guys. Yes, I said it was macrame, but I think a crochet, but Lily Bird Crochet. Her name is Sonia. I like it. And then let's see. Crystal and I we love little things. I'm always looking. This is Crystal's pattern for this time. Can you see? Let me see if I can go forward. And it's called the Summer Blooms. I'm reading upside down, Shawl. Now this is something I'd like to do. And let me show you the yarn. It comes from Asylum Fibers, and I love them. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I've not had anything I don't like in these boxes. And then my good friend Channy, she lives here in the Metro Atlanta. This is the new pen that she designed for this box. Let me see if I can come closer. Makers, make something. So that was in the box. And this little tray was in the box. And this is from California, Maker. Love it. You could put your notions in. You could put it at the front door to put your keys in. And then this is a cute bag, and it's called Toot. But it is a twist and shout, and the colors, cactus blooms. Have you ever seen a cactus bloom? It's gorgeous. And funny, I only have seen it once, and there's a neighbor behind us down the street that has a huge cactus patch, I call it. And I finally got to see that a few years ago. And I was like, because I don't see that. I'm not in a place that has that all the time. And I took pictures because it was beautiful. And it had the pinks and it was gorgeous. Somewhat similar to it fell off. I'm sorry, Crystal. I had that. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, but I ripped it. So, oh, no, I might be able to save it. Let's see. Nope, I can't. But look it up if you've never seen a cactus bloom. It's gorgeous. And then we have the Twin Mountain Handcrafts, some little tools. And I'm not sure what they're going to end up, but there's two things in there. One looks like it might be some type of a stud pin, and then I see a stitch marker. So those are fun. And the pattern that is can be used for the crochet happens to be from C.J. Brady Designs. So this is a wonderful little pattern for our crochet friends. And you can utilize the same yarn and it'll be gorgeous. So that is what, oh, here it is. You see the, okay, hold on, come on, focus. Do you see the blooms on that cactus? Why did it focus well on the yarn, but not this? Oh, it's a shawl sandwich. Okay. I was thinking it looked like a kind of one of Jules' designs, because I saw the same kind of a mount there where you screw it in. Thank you, Kathy. Sorry you didn't get my email earlier this morning. I forgot to tell you, I teach a couple of people yoga, chair yoga, and for this morning, I don't know what happened, but I got up 7:45, and it takes me a couple hours to get going, so I had to push it off until and add it next week. So anyway, a shawl sandwich. I like that. Never heard of it put that way. But this yarn, so Maker's Box, you've got to try them. My friend Crystal, factory girl, she loves to look for these different things, and I do too. I get lost on one of our, it's called Fair, and it's a place where we can go as a yarn store and look for wholesale companies. My gosh, it's every kind of maker you can imagine. And it's worse than getting stuck in Ravelry or stuck in on Instagram, scrolling. I'm scrolling constantly through that place. And that's where I find a lot of cool things. It's where I found the, teacup markers, and I really enjoy that. So so you never know what I'll put together. So that's what's happening over here. And next week is what day is next week? We're going to be July 8th. So we will cast on the 4th, which is Friday, and we're supposed to be done with the shawl by the end of Monday. So Tuesday, when we pop on, we'll see how far I got. And I don't know. We'll see. You know me, I like to move around. I've got like 4 or 5 projects, and I do a bunch, but I'll stay focused and be on the lookout for a stitching time on a Thursday night in the next 2 weeks. I'll get it posted. We had a lot of fun. Let's see. I think that's it. So keep checking the website, checking my calendar. They did send out vendors for, I signed up to I put an application in to be at Chattanooga's Scenic Stitches, which is going to be the end of February, like the 27th, and then through the 1st. So I did get an application there, and that's another one I can drive Purl right on in. So I'm excited. And then I did put in application for NashFest. Trying to think of what else is going on. We'll be at Friends and Fiber in the end of August. I'll let you know that Casapinka is showing up there at Friends and Fiber Works in North Carolina. My friend Lisa owns a shop, and she put that announcement out. And so I'm going to be out in the parking lot. So, which I am so gracious to her for doing that. Be at Stitched in Atlanta and Marietta on the 12th. And from what I understand, they're doing a Stitch and Bitch that morning while I'm there. There is $10 sign-up fee, but I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to talk to Claire, but they probably have some snacks or something there for that. But if y'all can, come and sit down. And then the next month, we're going to do we're going to honor, we're going to have a time at Stitched for the guilds and around Atlanta. So we'll keep you posted on that. So it'll be a lot of fun. So check out the kits. Stay tuned for some mini. I finally found my camera to show on top where you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to do some different techniques. And guys, that florality cowl, which the 3 people are saying, oh, I don't want to do intarsia. It's a simple intarsia, and it's not big. It's worth everything for you to try to have that in your arsenal of techniques. So, and I'm going to do a class on it. So it's wonderful. So give it a shout, give it a try. It's on the website. And then seems like, I did take some a black work embroidery class from Keith. Well, actually, Dario is the designer who came up with this, and Keith hosted him. And then I took an embroidery class with Keith. So stay tuned. Some things are coming around, and I'm excited about. I've got another class coming up that I want to do. Of course, the fission knitting. So I'm starting that project. And maybe I'll have a little of it done before I have to start on the Astro Pop and see it next week. Because guess I'll pick 2 pretty colors. But anyway, love you guys. Thank you for joining. Share. Let me know if anyone came on and had a hard time hearing me. I thought I had everything taken care of. So. Kathy, I see that you like Casapinka. You need to get some folks and do a drive over to North Carolina and meet her. So I see in the comments now. I'm so sorry. I should be better. But anyway, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next Tuesday. But in the meantime, I may be popping on with some different yarn combos for some various shawls, okay, or sweaters. You have a great day. Love you.